Hello, welcome everybody on our today's session on the benefits of being cloud connected. More specifically for you DataMiner users, the value add as provided by our DataMiner services platform as an extension to the DataMiner service, as you know. A session that I'm glad to host together with my colleague Justine, who will come in mainly to assist on the demos as also prepared for you. Now, before getting into full detail on the solution, the platform, and all its components there, important for the audience to understand that this is a complement for all systems, big and small, regardless the markets where they're being deployed. It is a complement that will use a single and a highly secure connection to provide single click access to a full suite of out-of-the-box and opt-in services. Understood, there is an effort to be spent to investigate the security around that connection to that Azure cloud platform, as well as the implementation of that. But there is proven that this will be largely offset by the applications and the teams that can basically benefit it later on. For all systems, just adding the caveat that there is a version requirement. 10.1.12 or higher means systems that are not compliant with these will need to be upgraded upfront. Good. Now, talking to the content, what you can expect, what you can find in there in the DataMiner services, there we have split it up in three different areas, components, focuses for us, Skyline, as a company. The first one, and on the left, is the DevOps component, where you resort community, the project collaboration platform, the DataMiner Integration Studio, the CI/CD, as well as the catalog. Center here on the slide, the platform services, what is health coverage, storage as a service, DataMiner Node, and DataMiner as a service. And then on the right-hand side for you, the collaboration components where you'll find dashboard share, remote access, chat ops, app, and API share. Impossible for us to cover everything here in the session into full detail. The goal for the session just to introduce a portion, a subset that we count to be sufficient for you to understand how this DataMiner services will boost your efficiency, your reach, and so your impact. Now, giving it a start with a DevOps component where we wanted truly to highlight here today the community. Important for you to know that it's there, to know that it's a global community, to know the community to be entirely open, feature more than 2,500 active members already as a platform for users to exchange ideas, experiences, reach out to experts with the clear mission for us here to accelerate for you the value add creation process by fostering new and valuable insights by ourselves, posting blog posts, others, contributors, use cases, as well as obviously the exchange between the members themselves. It is also the repository for training materials, certification materials, and it is also the reference for all DataMiner documentation. And we'll also find there information on the Agile development methodology. A second component under the same DevOps area is project collaboration. Project collaboration that is there as the platform to support the project deployment or Agile deployment process that is targeted to assist in time and budget tracking, supports the necessary backlog management, and is available as a very user-friendly component with multiple visualizations and filtering options. Clearly in the commitment for us to assist you in delivering maximum value within a minimum time. Now, reached a third slide with now already grouped together all other components within that DevOps bucket, DataMiner Integration Studio, CI/CD pipeline, and the catalog. A diagram here to illustrate the capability of the DataMiner.services platform, the cloud connection in this case, to facilitate the implementation of a continuous integration and deployment process. That will benefit DataMiner Integration Studio as the integrated development environment, as well as GitLab and GitHub for the versioning, the hosting, the testing, and the deployment of the different artifacts for you to increase your release velocity and harnessing your release quality, enabling you to react faster on demand and to also go and quickly test out maybe some new functionalities in full assurance that release packages will be truly tested ahead of deployment. So still intact for you the possibility to perform some checks outside the process on a lab or a test system prior for it to enter your CI/CD pipeline. We'll follow now a movie commented by Justine covering the deployment of a package from the catalog, including also a video showing elements as managed by the target server, and will visualize the interconnections, the status, the rack position, etc.
So let's use the catalog to deploy a complete package on a DataMiner system. Currently, we have already some Cisco equipment discovered using IDP here. But we don't have a London package yet. So let's take a look at the catalog to deploy this to our system. Now, we are going to search for London. Okay, the London demo package is here. This is a full package with everything we need to optimally monitor our London demo setup. Now, you see you can select your preferred target TMS of the ones available for you. I deploy this to the Olympics, click on deploy, and this will immediately deploy this to our chosen DataMiner system. So what will happen? It will connect to this DataMiner system and adds a new view London on there with all the different elements. While it is connecting and uploading, you will see that everything is gradually popping up here. Finally, London is popping up here. But for the moment, we don't have any devices yet. But while it is continuously adding the equipment, we can see the first devices popping up here. You can see 2 main and 2 backup switches of London. London now already has the main backup devices on there and is adding the monitoring now. Don't forget the rack view here with all the switches that are being added into the London view. As soon as we have all the switches, we will have a side switch which is going to show you which side is the main and which one the backup. All right, we have the side switches. We have the status, you can see it here. And also you can see it on the other view. And it is even adding the SLA status as well. Now, following some extra features like if it's compliant and so on. Okay, perfect. The London view is now completely populated with all the data it needs, and you can level up your journey to a more carefree road while having all this necessary information at your fingertips. Now, going back to Dominic, who will explain you more about our platform services.
Thank you very much, Justine. Now next, and we're now in the second bucket, the one that was centered on the first presentation slide. The first under platform services is our extended health coverage component, where we will, for customers that have connected their systems to our DataMiner.services platform already, from our side, from Central Ops, already release the customer from the log file creation and the upload process in case of an incident. And this while preparing ourselves to take on the full health state monitoring of all DataMiner systems, regardless if deployed on site or in the cloud. Goal for us to provide absolute peace of mind to you by getting us earliest visibility to our users' system health status, and having the opportunity to support them based on this. Now, the health coverage is only the first component here, also the only one that is released, but we will follow up there with the storage as a service offer, as well as with the DataMiner node and DataMiner service as well. And this as additional as a service options in the goal to provide our users also with a full plethora of as the service offers. And just important for you to understand that these just represent added options for our users, but our users having added options keep the freedom to decide what is best for them. Left intact the opportunity to acquire a perpetual license and or to deploy on-prem. You'll choose exactly what fits best for you. Now, entering the third group of deliverables under the DataMiner.services platform, we also wanted here today to highlight the dashboard sharing functionality. That is truly transformational for our users, with quite a number of them sharing dashboards with multiple tens of individuals. And this providing them unlimited reach, what means incremental ROI, as well as boosting efficiency, what brings important OpEx savings in a list of applications that we'd call endless, covering across, or I would say spanning across the entire supply chain, from service status verification up to incident resolution, providing virtual network operators with the status of their network, or reporting of SLA or performance figures. The creation of a share is effortless, will happen on the fly. The share itself is fully configurable, easily manageable, as well as revocable at any time. I will now shortly transfer it back to Justine, who will demonstrate a dashboard first, show it to introduce some of the functionality, transition into a demo, how to share a dashboard with myself, and then will also appear shortly and overlay a QR code, giving you as an audience the possibility to participate here, to receive the same dashboard as Justine will share with me by just you scanning that QR code and then leaving your email address on the site you will hit by doing so. Just note that the mail will come from Mathieu, who is yet another colleague who's supporting us here at this event.
Thank you, Dominique. Well, first, I'm going to show you a general IT system information dashboards. These dashboards are extremely interesting because you can make sure your system is up and running and in good health all the time. Here we have some switches made by our colleague Rui, and I will show what these switches here mean. So at the left side of our dashboard, we see the switches. They are colored per severity level. So we have red, we have orange, and if we click on the second one, we can see the ports showing up here. You can choose between those ports to see more in-depth information. So if we can, for example, click on the second port of that switch, we see here the interface name, the MAC address, the bandwidth, and the utilization, the percentage used of the total bandwidth capacity. You also see it's up and running, so that is already good. Beneath, you can see the sending speed and the receiving speeds. The sending speed is in the green and the receiving in the orange. When you go take a look at the card next to it, you see there are ELF alarms on these elements. You also see this when you go to the top, and it's also in the same color based on the severity level. When we go down, we see there's some extra information about the elements. Here you can toggle between the CPU usage and the memory usage. The number you see here is the exact percentage we have now for the moment. Also here we have some more time divisions. So if you click on last 24 hours, you see it will change to the last 24 hours, and you can do that how you want. Of course, you see also here the IP multicast routes. You probably think that is an error, but it's nothing like that. It's just we didn't have any multicast routes configured here. If we then go back to the top of this dashboard, we see, for example, this switch is already up for more than 6 days, and you see some general information about some general statistics. For example, the division of the switches on the floors, and then the TX and the RX. Okay, I hope this explains already something, but now I will share with you how it really works, another dashboard for you to explore completely yourself. For demo purposes, this dashboard covers some nice statistics to detect possible root causes if an incident happens. So I will let you explore this yourself. Thanks to the QR code is popping up here, then Mathieu will send you an email with the link to this dashboard. But I will also show it to you how it's done. So you click here on share, you manage a cloud share, and then I will add Dominic to it so he can show how it really works. You put here the email address. Then you can put a message, like for example, hi, Dominic, I'm stuck in a meeting. Can you check if everything is okay? Then you just click on update. For the moment now, I will not add an expiration date because it's easier if it stays always available. And I just click on updates, and then I'm going to switch the screen to Dominic.
Thank you very much, Justine, for doing so. So now we switch to my inbox, where you will see added here, hopefully soon, the email from Justine announcing that this dashboard was shared. And I'm still positive this will come in. Just give it another, I would say, minutes. I'm sure it will. So just need to wait for this to come up. It should come up. There is a bit of an, yeah, I think it will come. It should come. Let's see. I've had a bit of a Wi-Fi coverage issue here. So I count this to be there. That is not, maybe this is, shall we? No, this is good. What I will do is I will use this one here that I got in yesterday because I have a bit of a Wi-Fi coverage issue here. So this is exactly the same mail as I should have received here a second ago. It shows, look, Justine shared this dashboard with you. You have now access to that dashboard. That is the name. And here is the URL. And so the possibility for me to open that dashboard.
Oh,
I need to.
Dominic, I see it. I wrote your name wrong, so that is the problem.
You're not allowed to reload.
Yeah, it's because I removed the share yesterday. So
shall I now go back and you send it again? Send it again. Send it again, Justine. Because indeed, I see that you removed the access, so I cannot even use it anymore as is.
I hope that works better. I see already some names popping up there in the share also for...
That works a lot better. Indeed, Justine, thanks for doing that again. So the dashboard was shared by Justine using our DataMiner.services platform. That is the name of the dashboard, and I can open it by just pressing the link here. And you see exactly the same information as or dashboard as Justine has shared. Important though to realize that this is live data. Means that I'm not seeing what Justine has seen. No, I still have access to live data. Means that if something was to happen right now, I could also immediately see that change happen. So thank you very much, Justine, for doing so. Sorry for the audience here for a bit of the inconvenience. And so welcoming everybody to take basically the QR code as shared and then also leave their email address on the link that is provided there. Now, going on in the same collaboration buckets, dashboard share is only the first deliverable there. We follow on with app and API sharing. We're doing so by providing a cloud-based endpoint to our low-code apps. And so this to support human consumption once again for the app, or platform consumption for the API. Committed to serve the most complex workflows. In this case, for example, also a very crucial functionality for all of you seeking to implement true closed loop operation. Then another deliverable under the same umbrella is ChatOps, where ChatOps is giving, again, our users that have their systems connected to the DataMiner.services platform, the possibility to interact with DataMiner either directly or include as well DataMiner in their conversations channels on Microsoft Teams or Slack. The chatbot, and you see it here on the bottom left, has a standard command sets, but there is the possibility for the users to extend with additional custom commands, just to make sure it can get the sufficient coverage or exactly the coverage as the users expect. And this as a commitment for us, again, to ease collaboration, foster common understanding, and speed up incident resolution. On the top of the slide, a sample incident management workflow, just to illustrate the possibility for us to include this once again in a bigger DataMiner process, where here you will see an incident happens, there is a ServiceNow ticket created, then we will go and check if there is already a team existing, yes or no. And if it is existing, we just go and create a channel. If not, we first create a team and then a channel. We will add the members to the team. We will then show all the members the alarms as associated with that incident. Will then later be scheduled the repair job itself, created a planned maintenance event, and when this repair activity was closed, we will then also archive the channel as associated with the ticket. So just another important deliverable for you. The last one under collaboration.
Maybe if I can interrupt.
Sorry, Justine. Sorry, Justine.
Okay. Thanks to the explanation of
Yes.
Dominique, but I will also give you a short demo about the custom chat commands. I will exactly show you another way to investigate and search after the root cause of an incident. So, for example, I'm on my Teams, I'm saying, hey, and then, okay, the bot welcomes me, so I'm not alone to search the root cause. Then I'm doing typing the custom chat commands. A colleague Jens made that for us. Run IT audits. And then we have two different options. I'm going to do first the get switches and alarm to see how it's going on our system. Okay, we see here a nice table with the name and the connectors and the severity level. We see also here that the Arista main 7504 is critical. So maybe let's take a look at this, what is happening there. This is just a basic command, so everyone can use this. Then if you click here on the card on open, you go to the monitoring app to further search the root cause of what is the problem of this. We're going to take a look at the detailed interface info, and we see here, on Ethernet port 18, the Ethernet port 18 is down. So that is not good. We know what is going on. Then you can go to the RX and TX to see more elaborate information, but that is not for now. If we then go back to our Teams channel, we click on alarms, and then we see exactly the same. So you can also look at it this way and see directly which parameter is down or is not working well. We're going to run now the custom chat commands again to also run the other commands. Now we see actually all the overview of the servers and the databases in Alarm. What we see here is that the Zine Cassandra database is like the most critical. So let's take a look again, what is happening there. And that is exactly the same. We again can go to the monitoring page, take a look at the alarms, see what's popping up here. And we also go back to Teams. We click here on alarms, and we see exactly the same. It's a major severity level, apparently something with the max size, which is not good. And then you can further down, going down the root cause of the elements. So you can really do this step by step in a way you can work together also with your colleagues and solve the problem. Now we're going back to Dominic, who will explain you everything about our new remote access feature.
Good, and thank you very much, Justine, for the demo. Sorry for the oversight. No problem. And I think this one is another great demo on how we really seek to enable our users to embed the DataMiner functionality in their OSS environment, so that they can consider it in there, not next to that, because that is obviously unfortunate if this was still the case. For exactly the same reasons, also added remote access capability to our collaboration bucket that is there after, obviously, the possibility for users to access their DataMiner Cube system directly from within their network environment, the possibility also through DataMiner.services to access not only their dashboards and low-code apps, but also the monitoring as well as DataMiner Cube itself. No longer require the VPN to access their servers from an external network, really enjoying ubiquitous access to their systems from any place at any time in a secure and convenient manner. Then before wrapping it up here today and passing you a big thank you, we just wanted still to highlight that while we focused so far mainly on DataMiner platform and the incremental functionality as unlocked by connecting your system to the DataMiner.services platform, that you as a user, as well as your user organization, are equally critical for a successful implementation. And our new DataMiner DevOps professional program is specifically because of that. For people that are knowledgeable on DataMiner, it's powerful and very modular functionality, but equally knowledgeable on the specifics of their own operation, as well as the goals and the ambitions of their business, their team. People that will seek to iterate quickly and convert their finite time into tangible value for their business. After all, every business needs and wants better, cheaper, faster, and tomorrow revolves all around building powerful, agile, and data-driven operations. So get ahead of the pack, become yourself also a DataMiner DevOps professional now. So for everybody that is keen to maybe read again what we've covered here today, we're glad to provide another QR code that will bring you to the list as shown, where you will see links that will bring you to documentation linked to the topics as we have covered here today. Leaves us just passing you a big thank you and have a wonderful day.